Welcome to Tech Bytes and News, your daily roundup of articles featured in Hacker News. Today we're diving headfirst into the fascinating world of PostgreSQL Anonymizer, a tool that's making waves in data privacy. It's like magic, but with SQL.
Ooh, magic with SQL? Count me in! So what's the big deal with this PostgreSQL Anonymizer? Is it just another data masking tool, or is there something special about it?
It's way more than just another tool, my friend. It takes a declarative approach, meaning you define your anonymization rules directly within your database schema using DDL. Think of it as baking the privacy into the cake, rather than frosting it on later. Much more elegant, wouldn't you say?
I see. So instead of a separate anonymization process, you're building the rules right into the database design. That's pretty slick. What kind of masking methods does it offer?
Oh, it's a buffet of masking methods. We're talking anonymous dumps, static masking, dynamic masking, masking views, and even masking data wrappers, each with its own strengths and weaknesses, depending on your specific needs. It's like choosing the right tool for the job, but for data privacy.
That's a lot of options. And what about the actual masking functions? Are we limited to simple replacements, or can we get creative?
Oh, you can get very creative. Randomization, faking, partial scrambling, shuffling, adding noise. The works. And if those aren't enough, you can even write your own custom functions. The possibilities are endless.
Wow, that's impressive. So it's not just about masking, it also helps you identify what needs masking, right?
Exactly. It has built-in detection functions that try to guess which columns contain PII. It's not perfect, but it gives you a great head start. Think of it as a helpful assistant, pointing out the potentially sensitive bits. It's not a replacement for careful consideration, though. You still need to review its suggestions.
That's a crucial point. No tool is a silver bullet. So how does the actual implementation work? Is it complicated?
The Quick Start Guide uses Docker, which makes it surprisingly straightforward. You create a database, load the extension, define your masked users and their access levels, declare your masking rules using security labels, and then, voila, you've got anonymized data. It's all laid out in their documentation, step by step. It's almost too easy.
Almost too easy? I'm intrigued. What are some real-world examples of how people are using this?
Well, the DGFIP in France is using it to reinforce GDPR compliance. Biomérieux is using it for pseudonymization of patient data during testing now. And even individual developers are finding it useful for local development. The testimonials speak for themselves. It's clearly solving a real problem for many organizations.
This sounds incredibly useful, especially with the increasing focus on data privacy. But one thing I'm curious about, how secure is this whole process? I mean, are we really limiting exposure to data leaks?
That's a great question. The core strength of this approach is that the masking happens within the PostgreSQL instance. You're not exporting data to external tools, which significantly reduces the risk of leaks. It's all about minimizing the attack surface. It's a much more secure approach than many alternatives.
That makes perfect sense. So if our listeners want to learn more or contribute, where should they go?
Absolutely. They can check out the documentation, open an issue on GitLab, or even reach out to Dalibo directly. They're actively seeking feedback and contributions. It's a fantastic open source project, and they're clearly passionate about making it even better.
Fantastic. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us on Tech Bytes and News. We hope you found this discussion as enlightening as we did.
Thanks for listening, everyone. And remember, keep your data safe and your SQL even safer. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.